Hey everyone, it's Theresa here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to participate in a YouTube hop for the Traci Reed Designs creative team. I am a guest designer for May, June, and July. And today we're going to be working with the brand new Happy Day collection. Some of us are working with the Happy Birthday collection. And so I think you're going to be really excited. The products specifically that I'm working with are the stickers, which are die cut elements that I have printed and cut using my silhouette. And also the pattern papers. Not shown are the Traveler's Notebook papers that I printed and used to create my page. And then the background paper is from the pattern paper set. And so this is the layout that I'm going to be sharing with you today. I hope that you have a great time following along with this process. Make sure that you hop over to the other participants in the hop today. And I'm sure that you will find so much fun inspiration. And I hope you have a great time. So I'm going to jump right in here, and what I did to begin with was I printed this pattern paper. This is a full 12 by 12. It's pattern paper number 19, and this was the jumping off point for me for this page, and I thought it would be fun to do dimensional fans or rosettes. I don't know what you want to call them. I'm going to call them paper fans or folded paper fans. I thought it would be fun to do those in 3-dimension on top of the background paper, so a sort of meta kind of thing here. And so I'm going to show you just real quick how I made these little paper fans, and I'm just going to tell you there are probably 50 different ways to fold these, but this is just how it worked out for me. First off, I have my glue gun. My hot glue gun is heating up. I promise, even though my arm comes close to it, I didn't burn myself, which is actually quite an achievement for me. Usually when I use my hot glue gun, I burn myself in some way. But what I did was I cut 3 strips from each of the pattern papers. And so the strips for the fan itself are 8 inches long and 1 inch wide. And then I also cut the 3/4 inch strip, and that's used for the streamers. I'll talk about that more in a minute. And then I folded them. I scored them using my scoring board and folded at 1/4 inch intervals, and just did a basic accordion fold back and forth, and I did that on 2 strips. And so because I didn't feel like the folded strip would go all the way around in the circle, I thought it would make it a little bit easier to have 2 strips meet in the middle. I hope that makes sense, and I think as my process goes along, it'll make sense to what I'm doing here. So once I have these folded, I'm going to take a 1.5 inch circle punch, and you can see it in the lower right hand corner. I'm going to punch just a plain white circle to back this with, and I'm going to apply the hot glue and place those folded strips now into the hot glue to create those fans. So just running through that the second time here, and then we'll glue those down. And in case you're wondering, yes, it did take a while. At first I thought I was just gonna do 3 little fans. Silly me. But I had so much fun doing it. I ended up making 9. And you can make as many or as few for your own layout as you wish. If you choose to create this on your own. And it was just sort of the vision that I had for this page. And so once you have all these little folds, press it down pretty firmly so that they stay in place while you're shaping it onto this little onto this little circle. So you are left with a little circle that has nothing in it. And that's a great spot for a little embellishment. I chose to use some punched stars and some of the stars that were in the sticker pack for this kit. But you could use any number of embellishments, puffy stickers, cardstock stickers, enamel dots, whatever it is that ties into your theme and the page that you're creating. And so I did go ahead and add the streamers. Again, the streamers are 70 or 75. They're 3/4 of an inch wide, and however long you want them. But honestly, I found that they cluttered up the layout just a little bit. So in the end, you'll see where I just kept one paper fan with the streamers. I also had created this larger green paper fan. That one was created with, I believe, 1.5 inches wide strips. And it was just a little bit bigger for the page than what I wanted, so I didn't end up using that one. At this stage, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of paint to this pattern paper. And something that I do in order to help layers stand out. This pattern paper has a nice bit of white space on it. So it's possible that it didn't even need this, but this is a great way to create a little home base, what I call a home base, for your photo, your story, your embellishments, whatever it is that you're adding to your page. It helps it pop off of the page. And I'm just using plain white acrylic paint, no water, just straight up paint. It's a pretty thin layer, so it's not going to bend the paper too much. It's not going to warp or anything like that. And then I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to go fold and fold and fold some more and glue and fold. And here you can see the 9 little paper fans that I created, and where I also made the decision to trim off those streamers except for the one, and he gets to be the star of the show. And so my story here is recently our son Nick was admitted to Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in New York, and so he went ahead and committed to go there. That's where he's going to be going in the fall, and I wanted to document that in this layout. And so that's the photo of him. We had gone to an open house for Charlotte, North Carolina area students a couple of weeks ago, and so this is a perfect opportunity, the perfect kit to tell this story and to help him feel celebrated for his accomplishments. And just definitely a proud mom moment and a proud Nick moment. So I'm going to go ahead here and adhere these down. I had pulled some of the word art from this kit. They're perfect for celebrating your human or celebrating yourself. Just a reminder, it's okay to celebrate your own successes too. And so that way I had some choices, but I wasn't really sure yet how I wanted to use those. So first I'm going to create a little spot here at the bottom for my journaling. I'm just laying down some labels here. I have them sort of coming out from the paper fans, and that way they tie in with those embellishments and create a perfect little spot, of course, for the date and for the journaling that I'm going to add. This also set up a great little dynamic for a couple of other embellishments and the stamping on the page as well. And so what I'm going to do here is add another little a word cluster there, and just sort of filling in a little bit, creating this is sort of 3 layers of embellishments here. The pattern paper as a layer, the labels and the word art as a layer, and then the folded fans as a layer as well. And that way you've got a couple of different things on the different layers, and that gives you more depth and dimension to your page. It also gives you some little spots here and there around the page to focus in on and to go, ooh, what's that? What does that say? What is the story that this embellishment or that this word art is contributing to the page? And all of this, of course, to celebrate Nick and to say, hey, congratulations for acceptance into Rensselaer. Here's where I added the title, and you can see how I just did the let's celebrate at the top and the hooray, and also the little banner there. And again, just sort of coming out, cascading out from that paper fan. And I guess that's a way that I reimagined the banner or the streamers from those fans. So instead of just having pattern paper streamers, they're embellishment streamers. Hey, that works out. Works out pretty good. That gave me the idea as well to just do a little stamp. This is a Cocoa Daisy stamp, and just to add another little, a little bit of ink there across the page. And again, directing your eye into the center where the photo is and where my journaling is. And so I want to just say thank you so much for joining me today and for joining our YouTube Hop. I hope that you have a great time and that you find some great inspiration for using the Happy Day kit or the Happy Birthday kit. Let me know in the comments which one are you most interested in using, and what do you have a layout in mind to use it for. And then if you create, I would love to see what you create. Be sure to tag me on it. I will see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.